Good morning, this is Wayne Belisle with another Smart Profit Maximize moment. Today we're not going to work off an iPad. I'm going to talk to you straight to straight. We're going to talk about surviving under coronavirus, your business surviving. There's plenty of stuff out there for doing the obvious things, okay, to take care of yourself. So first, take care of yourself. But we're going through an economic downturn, and how long it lasts, not really sure. I'm kind of going to tell you straight out, your business is going to fall into probably three categories, all right? One, you're going to fall into the type that just is severely affected. El Paso, Texas, closed down bars. If you're running a bar, Las Vegas shut down restaurants. If you're a restaurant owner, restaurants have a problem because people aren't going out as much, but I'm talking about hotels. Las Vegas shut down hotels, all restaurants and everything else. Now, hotels, yeah, there's a few large brand names, but most of those brand names, the individual hotels are franchises and owned by individual small business owners, all right? These types of businesses where you're just being shut down, that's one category, and we're going to talk about that one specifically today. The second type is one where your customers are not buying. They're changing their buying habits. Restaurants probably fall more into here. People are a little more nervous about going out. Probably anything to do business to consumer. If you're not selling the right things, till we see what's going on with unemployment and things like that, there's going to be a lot of layoffs. So you're going to have the same normal stuff that happens during a depression. So we're going to talk about those more tomorrow and the next day. And the third one really are those where you're in much more demand. All right. Delivery services, delivering food, grocery stores, crazy. All right. Our job as business owners is very simple. We have to look logically and focused at our problem, whatever category we fall into, and there's probably a couple others, but those are the main categories. All right. We have to see where we're at and take advantage of our assets and mitigate our risks and liabilities. Simple as that. Okay, let's talk about that in English, okay? Today I'm going to concentrate if you're running a bar in El Paso, Texas, and you've been shut down, or you're running a hotel somewhere and your occupancy is next to nothing, or you've shut down, all right? What do you need to do? Well, first of all, you're in survival mode. Simple as that. Nothing else matters except the business surviving to be around after this passes. All right? That means you got to be brutal. Our heartstrings say we want to pay our employees as much as we can, but it's sort of like the airplane where, they tell you to spew and the oxygen mask falls down, make sure you put yours on first. You got to be around, or else if you pay your employees through this whole time, but the business fails shortly thereafter, everybody loses their job. So in truth, you need to look at people first. You need to take your people down to almost nothing if you have to. And, pay them what you can for the week. Work with Texas Workforce Commission, work with your unemployment people. Call your bank. If you have a bank loan, the banks are going to be probably, my guess is, getting some help from the federal government to try to help small businesses. So keep an eye out on the news, all right? They may be able to give you a little bit of money to help you pay your employees during the next 2 to 4 weeks. Hopefully it's not much longer than that, but it could. We could be talking 2, 3, 6 months. All right. Either way, you're in survival mode right now. You need to cut everything you can cut. All right. Look at everything on your overhead. Payroll's number one, so you need to take that down like today. It's as simple as that. Skeleton staff if you have to. All right. If you're lucky enough to be a contractor and you have jobs in line, great. All right, but we're going to talk about later what you need to do to make sure you have jobs after you finish the ones you're doing, okay? The second thing then is look at everything that's overhead. Call your banks if you have a bank loan and see if you can do interest only or even have a hiatus for a couple, 3 months. Tell them what's going on. They don't want you to go under, and they're going to help you. If not, have them call a loan. It's simple as that. Go into default for a little while. Call all your creditors, tell them what's going on. You'll be surprised. Most of them are going to work with you. All right. They understand what's going on, especially if you've been really good about paying up till now. And it's just, this is, beyond your control. This is an act of God, basically. All right. Call your landlord. Let him know you're going to try, but you may not be able to. Look, worst case scenario, he kicks you out. He's not going to get anybody else in. So he's probably not going to kick you out. It's better to have an occupied building than a unoccupied building, and tell him you know, whatever months you miss, we'll spread it out over the next year and catch up or something like that. Work out a deal with them. Stay in contact. Don't turtle. All right. Look at all other expenses and cut them out right now. All right. So remember what I'm saying. You're in survival mode. If you're in one of these industries, like a bar, like a hotel that has disappeared. All right. You need to cut down to the bone, get rid of people, get rid of expenses. Tomorrow we're going to talk, though, about what to do in a normal recession, which appears we're going to be in, because we can't have this kind of activity without having that type of recession. Hey, Lorenzo, how you doing? Didn't see you down there. But I'm talking today specifically about if you're in an industry like a bar in El Paso or a hotel in Las Vegas or anywhere in the country, really, that is going to have to go into survival mode. Tomorrow, I want to talk about what's going to happen as people have less, that a ton of people are being laid off, don't have a check, how that's going to affect your business, but more importantly, how you're going to prosper during this time. All right, during 2008, the last time we had this kind of a drop in unemployment went, a lot of businesses went out of business, but quite a few businesses made money. So we're going to talk about what to do if you're in that type of an industry. And then either Saturday or Monday, we'll talk about how to capitalize if you happen to be in the third situation where your business is in high demand, like grocery stores, small clinics, labs, things like that are huge. Trucking firms are in high demand right now. So we're going to talk about that third. So we talked about today, go back and watch it if you're in one of those I need to survive modes. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how to prosper when everybody else is panicking. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Belisle saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.